Awesome. Well, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for showing interest in the Greater Los Angeles Realtors Leadership Academy. I am so happy of the work that Tamara Szyminski and the task force has done to put this program together. I'm not sure if all of you know, but Tamara was the chair of the National Association of Realtors Leadership Academy. And they just had their graduating class in Anaheim this week at the NAR business meetings and board of director meetings. So really exciting. You're in great hands. I really am excited to see you guys take a step forward in your leadership experience, take a step forward in improving your skills. And this will benefit you guys beyond your expectations. So with that, I'd like to, again, thank you all for coming. Thank you to the task force for putting this together. Thank you, Tamara. Take it away, Tamara.
Thank you so much, President Tom. Hello and welcome to our Greater Los Angeles Realtors Leadership Academy Town Hall webinar. As Tom mentioned, my name is Tamara Szyminski, and I am the 2024 chair of the Leadership Academy Advisory Group at GLAR, and I am also the current chair of the NAR Leadership Academy. I am just so honored and thrilled to be launching this inaugural class with our other leaders at Greater Los Angeles Realtors. So I am joined by an incredible team that makes up the advisory group. Firstly and foremost, Tika O'Neill, our vice chair of the Leadership Academy, and she is a past president of Greater Los Angeles Realtors. Also, the fabulous Crystal DaCosta, an advisor. She's the current vice chair of the Government Affairs Committee. Chris Duff, who is a graduate of NAR's Leadership Academy, the current Region 5 chair and member of the board at Greater Los Angeles. Ryan Olejas, an advisor who gets a shout out because he just graduated from NAR's 2023 Leadership Academy, and he is our 2020 president, past president of Greater Los Angeles Realtors. Jamie Tien, who is an advisor, and she is also the current national president of ARIA, which is the Asian Real Estate Association of America, and she is a past member of the board at Greater Los Angeles. And Anthony Woolen, an advisor who is also the 2022 past president of Greater Los Angeles Realtors. So as you can see, this program is being led by leaders among leaders. They are the current selection group, as well as planning the curriculum and programming for our inaugural class of 2024. So let's go ahead and get started. Today, as I mentioned, is town hall style, and we will provide information about the program, the application process, with a little time for any Q&A that we may have. If you can, please put those questions in the chat so I can address them at the end. And if you're watching the recording and you have any questions, you can certainly email us so that we can answer the questions, and perhaps that will be great so that we can create an FAQ in the future for interested members of Greater Los Angeles. So the general overview, we want to make sure that everyone understands that this is the premier leadership training program that is being offered by Greater Los Angeles Realtors. The program is launching its inaugural class in January of 2024. There will be 8 sessions running from January through August. A limited number of members will be selected to participate. But I want you to know, if you're not selected to participate, don't be discouraged. Consider applying again in 2025 and get involved in a committee at Greater Los Angeles Realtors. We are encouraging members who have been curious about growing their leadership skills and perhaps curious about getting involved in the association and within your community. Please apply. The Leadership Academy will engage leaders and provide you with an immersive learning experience. We will be empowering you with tools and skill sets that you need to be successful leaders at all levels of the Realtor organization, especially GLAR, and in your own communities. Sessions are tailored to address the different areas of not just the association, but your business, association leadership, and your personal skill set and development. So who is the ideal candidate for the GLAR Leadership Academy? Well, we're looking for applicants who have some leadership experience, who are ready to unlock your leadership potential. Those who are accepted at the Leadership Academy must understand that there is a time commitment with the program. It will require you to acknowledge the support of your networks in your personal and professional lives. There will be in-person sessions monthly and perhaps some outside planning for your capstone project. If you're accepted, it's important that your broker knows about your participation, or maybe you are the broker, maybe you are the manager, but make sure that you are able to attend all the sessions. So commit to the duties, responsibilities, and the time that's required of the Leadership Academy. There are 8 in-person sessions. There's the pre-kickoff event in January, on January 8th. There's also a trip to Sacramento to attend CAR's Legislative Day on both May 1st and May 2nd. And there will likely be some additional time required to plan and work with the class on your final capstone project. So before you apply, go to the website, check the dates, make sure that there's no time conflict that exists with your company or any other role that you may have that could prohibit you from participating to the extent required for the GLARLA. If you have any questions about this, feel free to reach out and email us. You can reach out to me before you apply. This program will build your team and you will have lasting relationships. It's more than just training. It's going to connect you with other leaders throughout Greater Los Angeles Realtors. You will uncover a wide array of opportunities for leaders in the realtor profession. So you can visit greaterlarealtors.com/GLARLA for more details about the applicant criteria. And I want to mention that you may be overqualified if you've chaired 2 or more Greater Los Angeles Realtors committees, if you've served as an officer or a member of the executive committee, or if you've held the role of association president. Sorry, Tom. But these things don't preclude you from applying. But please know that we're going to take the selection process very seriously, the qualifications and overqualifications very seriously as well. So let's talk about this process. Applications are now available to download. So use the PDF filler to type your application, and they can be submitted through 5 p.m. on January 15th, which is the cutoff. There will be 7 sections that will allow you to provide information about yourself in your business, both including your work experience and any previous positions you've held within any realtor associations. You can also choose to provide involvement with other professional real estate associations or within the community. There's a section in Section 4 for that. Some examples may be a variety of multicultural organizations, involvement with institutes, societies, councils, such as ARIA, such as Women's Council, and so many others. You may have other community involvement, for example, Rotary Club, or any other organization in the community. Don't forget to share information about your important accomplishments in the real estate industry and outside of it. We also acknowledge that many of you in real estate come from another career. So what were your accomplishments in a past life? In addition to the professional experience, we allow you the opportunity to upload any significant awards or honors that you've received in the real estate profession or anywhere else. In one section of the application, you'll be able to answer 8 questions in paragraph form about your leadership aspirations. So this is an opportunity for you to show why you're a good fit for the Academy. And we'll get a little bit more into this on tips and tricks in a moment. So each application is to be completed in full and sent to GLARLA@GLARealtors.com. Again, that's by January 15th at 5 p.m. Please note, we are also asking for 2 additional uploads. 1, your professional reference, and 2, 1 high resolution professional headshot. Before submitting your application, please know that you have to complete the acknowledgement agreement, which outlines the commitment to the Leadership Academy right here on the application itself. Again, applications are open until January 15th, 2024. which means that all your application questions and requirements must be submitted by this date. So let's look at the goals. What is it that we want to provide you with as a member of GLARLA? We will be teaching and providing participants to have the opportunity to learn from industry leaders, not just at GLAR, but throughout the state and national profession. We will provide a robust, hands-on leadership curriculum. We will be gathering feedback and information about your proficiencies and interests from each class so that we're sure to create a personalized Leadership Academy content journey for each and every year. In the January kickoff session, again, everyone is welcome to the kickoff session. Please come if you're interested in learning more about GLARLA, or if you just want to learn more about the Greater Los Angeles Realtors. You will hear from staff, from leadership, and also learn about the trajectory of the program for the year. We realize that not everyone will be able to join us in 2024, but we want everybody tuned into everything that the Leadership Academy offers. We'll give you some tips and tricks to walk away with starting at that meeting, but also learning more about your association and what it involves. In the April session, we have a deeper dive into advocacy and volunteer roles that support the relationships in the community. Listen, what we do at the local level is important, as well as at the state and federal levels of all government. And then in May, we take that and you will participate and travel with the Greater Los Angeles leaders to our state's capital in Sacramento to participate in CAR's Legislative Day. You'll have the chance to meet with our state legislators to discuss real estate related bills or policies and hear about CAR's advocacy priorities for the year. Here's what I know. When I sat at CAR's Legislative Day back in 2007 with 2,500 of my closest realtor friends from throughout the state, I learned so much about what we do to affect policy throughout the state. In fact, did you know that anywhere between 1,000 to 1,200 bills have to do with real estate related issues in every cycle? We stormed. Yes, we stormed the state capitol as we were invited to attend. And in that year, when we met with our legislators, I remember one of them saying to us, hey, don't worry, we already changed that bill because we knew the realtors were coming. It was then that I saw and knew what it is that we do that impacts not just us and our business, but our homeowners with their private property rights, as well as aspiring and future homeowners that will likely be your clients in the future. So it's a great opportunity to hear about CAR's advocacy priorities for the year and be involved right then, right now, with the advocacy process at CAR that our Greater Los Angeles leaders participate in. In August, it's our final session, and that's the culmination of the class's journey. The session will provide guidance for what's next for our graduates and will inspire you to continue your leadership journey beyond just the Leadership Academy. One of the highlights of the program will be our capstone project. As a group, you'll have the opportunity to collaborate and complete a real-world project. You will apply the leadership knowledge and skills that you acquired throughout your journey through the Leadership Academy in this real-world project. While we have a day designated for your capstone project, it will likely require time and effort outside of the classroom for you to work with your class members on this project itself. So our Leadership Academy is definitely dedicated to nurturing emerging leaders within the realtor community. We will provide a comprehensive program focused on developing your institutional, your industry, and your association knowledge. But that's not all. Let's know and recognize now that all of us realtors are leaders now. We're leaders with our communities. We're leaders with our clients. We're leaders in our families, in your own business and personal lives, and we will help you apply those skills everywhere that you touch. So, how about the tips and tricks? You ready to learn? Here's the first thing. Start early, please. Review the application questions and the requirements early. Give yourself plenty of time to really be able to think through your responses and consider the best reference options that will highlight your experience. Make sure your references are your cheerleaders. I know it seems obvious, but choose a reference who knows you well and can speak to your specific leadership skills and your attributes. A reference with specific examples and commentary about leadership experience is more powerful than just a name. Proofread your responses. This simple step helps you create a polished, professional first impression for the review and the advisory board. Also, make sure, as I mentioned, note the important dates. Go through now, pencil in the dates, be sure and check and mark your calendar with before you fill out and send in your application. Note that the applications close on January 15th. The interviews may take place virtually between January 29th and February 1st. I want to say may, they might. Please note, this is our inaugural class. We don't know how many people will be applying for this. We may or may not conduct interviews, but please note the dates, because if we do, they will be between January 29th and February 1st. The inaugural Leadership Academy class will be announced mid-February. So again, if you go to the website listed below on the screen, you can find the 2024 session dates. Again, greaterlarealtors.com/GLARLA. Mark your calendar and ensure that you can meet the necessary attendance commitments for the program. The team effort is really important to us. So we are very excited and grateful that you joined us today. We hope we were able to answer most of your questions. We're checking the chat box now to see what questions we may have. And we have the floor open to questions. Okay, so one of the questions is it okay if you are a manager at a brokerage to apply? Absolutely, yes. We want managers, we want broker owners, we want the leaders to step up and participate at the Greater Los Angeles Realtors. That is an overwhelming yes. That is an overwhelming yes. And another frequent question is, what is the cost of the program? So on the application, you will note that the cost for the program, the tuition fee is $150. It's listed on page 6 of the application. So again, it does state that you are responsible to pay $150, and it does state that it will be partially refundable, a $50 refund upon completion of the full program, including graduation. So again, another thing that you are responsible for is your travel May 1st and May 2nd to Sacramento to attend the legislative day with CAR. But please note that if you are in, again, that there are voluntary contributions to the Realtor Action Fund. So if you are a voluntary contributor to the Realtor Action Fund at the minimum 148 level, you will be eligible for a scholarship for travel. And that scholarship for travel, again, is if you are a contributor to the Realtor Action Fund at the 148 or above. That is a voluntary investment in the political advocacy if you're doing that. If not, you're just responsible for the travel on your own. And we're looking to see if there's any other questions. We are so grateful for everyone joining us for the town hall and or tuning in to watch the recording on the website later. Stay tuned. If you have additional questions, feel free to email them to us. The email address is listed on the website at greaterlarealtors.com/GLARLA. And you can email us additional questions. Let me state the email address one last time. It's GLARLA at glarealtors.com. Let us know your questions. The more questions we ask, the better we can develop perhaps an FAQ sheet for this year and for the future years. This is our inaugural class, and we're just so overwhelmed with gratitude for your interest. Thank you, President Tom. Thank you to the advisory board. Thank you to our staff for helping us and hosting today's session. We truly appreciate each and every one of you. We hope to see your application soon. Thank you so very much. Okay. Well, we look forward to seeing your application. Please reach out to us if you have any additional questions, thoughts, or concerns.
Tamara, I think there is one question from
Awesome.
Lisa in the chat.
Okay, perfect. Let me take a look. Lisa Salinas has a question. Come on up. Did you want to type your question in the chat? Yes, if somebody is working for a real estate company as a manager, absolutely, because that's a leader. I think that we are definitely encouraging leaders in the profession, managers, broker owners. Absolutely. I think that that would be wonderful and fabulous because we are looking at leaders that have some experience, and that's certainly being a leader among leaders. So that would be awesome. Thank you, Lisa, for that question. Absolutely. That is an affirmative yes. Now I'm looking for any other questions. All right. Well, with that, thank you very much for attending the Greater Los Angeles Realtors Leadership Academy Town Hall, or thank you for tuning in and watching the recording on the website. We look forward to hearing from you, seeing your application. Have wonderful holidays. Join us on January 8th for the kickoff, and then make sure that you have your application in by January 15th. Thank you again. Have a great day.